Hello, and once again, we're live, the Mod of Mystery School podcast and YouTube channel. And
Hello.
today, we are joined by the lovely Grace. How are you, Grace?
Good, thank you. Very excited to talk about Ensofic.
Oh my goodness, isn't Ensofic just the best? Just to give people a little bit of background, Ensofic Ray level 1, level 2. We're going to be talking about that because we're actually offering it in London soon, and it doesn't come around very often. But I thought it'd be really nice to get some feedback because people are asking me, what is it? Is it like Reiki? Is it not? I get all these questions. I thought, well, let's put it out to all of our team and see what their response is. So Grace, can you tell us a little bit about Ensofic and what you thought of it?
I'm very glad you brought up the intro because I was one of those people, right? I was like, what is Ensofic Ray? It sounds kind of cool, but I'm not sure. So I would say it is like Reiki, but much more comprehensive. And I've done Ensofic 1 and I've liked it so much that I'm signing up for Ensofic 2 in June. See everyone there. For me, Ensofic 1 has been a very good healing modality in the toolkit. I've used it on my family members and I've used it on my animals. And actually, my animals love it. They're very receptive to it. I lost one of my dogs in January. And in the lead up to that time when I was nursing him, he actually benefited greatly from Ensofic to relax and to just, it eased up to his passing, being very graceful and very of ease, and I saw the effects on him. It really did help him. And it also helped me while I was sending that healing to him. I was also healing myself and preparing myself. So I would say that while it's benefited me in many areas, that is one key example where I really saw its power and its magnificence. And I really wanted to share that because it's so gentle, but it's so gently powerful. And sometimes you don't equate the two words, but actually it is so beautiful because it is both. It is so nurturing, but it is so immense at the same time. And it spoke to me, and it also spoke to even the animals. I mean, I have other animals around my dog also benefited from it because he was getting it in the same room.
I think that's a key point that you've brought up there, because many of us are animal lovers, and they go through little situations where they get stressful or they're unwell, and and those times are kind of scary for us, I think, as animal owners and fur babies, mum and dads, whatever terminology you want to call it. But and I think that's one of the things I found with Ensofic was I could just do Ensofic and it would calm them down immediately,
And it brings you outside the mind. You're not in that loop of, oh, what's wrong? Can I Google this? Can I Google that? It's not. It's just immediately you're present and it's energetic, and it's like a common language between the different species. Like they understand it. I think they understand it so much better than we do, actually.
Yeah, and it's so fascinating because I've had a couple of instances where neighbors or people that we know have had their pets have been very unwell, and I've offered to do Ensofic, and the pets haven't necessarily been good with people from out of the family, and immediately the animals, as soon as I would approach, immediately they would either lie down or be very still, and they would actually then move where my hands were. They would actually move their area where they were painful, and then that's where they would let me rest my hands. They showed me where they needed the healing.
Yeah, it's like a language without words. And I guess they're much less in the mind than we are, maybe. They get it immediately. But that just shows how powerful it is, right? That this amazing modality is there to learn, and we can all have it. If I may, I'll share one example which really stood out to me. Was a week before my dog Leonard passed. He had very bad indigestion, And I did the protocol to get ready to do Ensofic Ray, and I did a calling upon, right, to say, to the angels, to the gods and goddesses and good beings of light to really help me, because this needs to work immediately. And while it has always worked and given a great deal of relaxation, this time was immediate. I put my hands out, he went to bed immediately. It was so powerful and so profound that I will never forget it. And I just thought this is an amazing modality, and used together with the other rituals that I've, learned through the Modern Mystery School. And that combination, I just thought, wow, am I not lucky to have
Yeah.
this lineage and the tools, to use? And when you said you wanted to speak about Ensofic, I really wanted to, because, it had such a profound effect, on my family.
Yeah, amazing. And Grace, had you done Reiki before? You
I,
had. So
yeah,
you could compare the two, kind of.
yes. I was a Reiki master before. Yes.
Wow. I think that gives it great weight because, only today somebody asked me, what is the difference? And I said, well, every Reiki master or every Reiki person that I've spoken to have all said you can tell the difference.
It's on a much deeper level, Ensofic Ray. I feel like it's much more comprehensive, and I can feel the weight of the lineage. So it isn't just me doing the healing, it's all those before helping me. I could feel that power, especially at that time when my dog was like, he was really unwell, and he was about to transition. I wanted him to, be comfortable until then as much as possible and enjoy his time.
Yeah.
So I did a specific calling upon, and I really, asked with a very pure heart, and I put my hands out. I could feel like there was this power from behind me. And
Amazing.
and he went to sleep immediately, so peaceful. He was snoring. And my husband witnessed this. He was like, "That's amazing. What did you do?" I said,
Oh,
"Well,
I love that. I love that. And it's so nice when we are able, we feel that we're able to help and to
yes,
support, whether
yes.
it's, our pets, our animal, our family, ourselves, whatever it is, having that tool that we can immediately use that's so, like you say, so powerful yet so gentle.
Yeah." And it was the most beautiful experience to watch him tranquil. I had tears in my eyes because it was such a gift, and I was so grateful. I really, I'm not prone to this, but like I was just so grateful, and I really, really wanted to share it because it helped me, it helped my family, and it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
I could just do it. It wasn't hard, and it was amazing. Yeah.
Well, if people aren't signing up for Ensofic Ray now, I don't know what they need to hear because, I mean, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing such a personal experience with us all. I know that's going to help a lot of people out there understand that there is something that, they can use to support their family, fur babies and included.
I can't wait for Ensofic too. I really can't wait. I think it's the last time was like 4 years ago or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
it was a
So
long.
everybody, grab the chance.
It's so true. I think the last time, you're right, it's either 4 or 5 years ago that we had it in the UK, in London. It doesn't come around that often. And the beautiful thing about Ensofic too is that you then can learn how to send it distance.
And actually, a large part of that is because I want to be able to serve
Yeah.
on, the many people that do need help, and I'm not able to be with them in the physical. I would like to be able to serve. It's so powerful and it's amazing,
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Grace. And that's a really great point. If people are out there, come and join us, for Ensofic level 1 and level 2. It's over 3 days. It's going to be an amazing community event, and we would love to see you. Everybody is welcome, whether you have no experience in healing or you have lots of experience in healing. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. So thank you, Grace. Thank you for sharing, and we will see you again soon.